Hello, and welcome back to English Conversation Hub. I'm your host, Ava.
And I'm Oliver. It's great to be with you all again. So, Ava, today we're tackling a topic that I think causes a lot of stress for English learners.
Oh, for sure. It's something that even native speakers get nervous about. We are talking about job interviews in English.
Exactly. Specifically, we're going to break down some of the most common, simple interview questions and give you some easy-to-use frameworks for answering them. We're not aiming for, perfect, complex answers. The goal is clear and confident communication.
That's the key word, isn't it? Confidence. Even if your vocabulary is simple, if you can answer calmly and clearly, you will make a fantastic impression. So, are you ready to get started?
Let's do it. So, where do we begin? I think we have to start with the big one, the classic, the question that almost every single interview begins with.
You mean the scariest one? So, tell me about yourself.
That's the one. It sounds so simple, but it's so open-ended that people they freeze up. They don't know where to start. Do I talk about my family, my hobbies, my entire life story?
Right. And the answer to those questions is no. Please don't. The interviewer is not asking for your life story. It's a professional question, so it needs a professional answer. We actually have a really simple formula for this.
We call it the present, past, future formula. It's a great way to structure your answer and make sure you only include relevant information.
Exactly. So you start with the present, talk about your current role and maybe one or two of your biggest responsibilities or accomplishments, just one or two sentences.
Then you move to the past. Briefly mention your previous experience and how it helped you learn the skills you have now. Again, connected to the job you're interviewing for.
And finally, you end with the future. Explain why you're excited about this specific opportunity. Why are you here in this interview today? What do you hope to achieve in this role?
It keeps the answer focused, and most importantly, it keeps it short. Your whole answer should probably be, 60 to 90 seconds.
Yeah, about that. Let's try an example. Imagine I'm applying for a marketing assistant job. The interviewer says, Ava, tell me about yourself.
Okay, go for it.
Well, currently, I'm a marketing intern at a tech company where I manage social media accounts and help create content. That's the present. Before that, I completed my degree in communications, where I learned a lot about digital marketing strategies. That's the past. I'm really excited about this marketing assistant role because it seems like a great opportunity to use my skills in content creation and grow with a creative team like yours. And that's the future.
See, that was perfect. It was short, professional, and directly related to the job. No mention of your cat or your love for hiking.
Right. Save that for when you get to know your colleagues. The key is to practice your answer beforehand so it feels natural. Don't memorize it word for word. Just know the main points you want to hit for your present, past, and future.
That's excellent advice. All right, so after you've introduced yourself, another very common set of questions is about your strengths and, your weaknesses.
Ugh, yes. Let's start with the fun one. What is your greatest strength? This one feels like bragging, which can be uncomfortable for some people.
It can be, but it's your chance to shine. The trick here is to be specific and to use an example. Don't just say, I'm a hard worker.
Right. Show, don't just tell. So the first step is to read the job description carefully. What skills are they looking for? Are they looking for someone who is organized, a good communicator, a team player?
Pick a strength that you genuinely have and that matches what they need. Then think of a short story that proves it.
Okay, let's do another example. Let's say the job requires someone who is a quick learner. You could say something like, I consider myself a very quick learner. In my previous role, my team started using a new project management software.
I spent a weekend watching tutorials, and by Monday I was able to not only use the software, but also help my teammates who were struggling with it.
That's a fantastic answer. It identifies a strength, being a quick learner, and it gives a specific, concrete example of it in action. It's much more powerful than just saying, I learn fast.
Totally. Okay, so now for the part everyone dreads. The follow-up question, what is your greatest weakness?
Ah, yes, the classic trap. And let's start with what not to say. Do not say, I'm a perfectionist or I work too hard.
Yes, interviewers have heard those a million times, and they sound insincere. They sound like you're trying to disguise a strength as a weakness.
And also, do not mention a weakness that is essential for the job. If you're applying to be an accountant, don't say, I'm not very good with details.
Oh, definitely not. The goal here is to be honest but strategic. Pick a real but minor weakness, and, this is the most important part, explain what you are doing to improve it.
Right. They aren't looking for a perfect person. They're looking for someone who is self-aware and proactive. So, for example, you could say something like, in the past, I sometimes struggled with delegating tasks because I wanted to make sure everything was done perfectly.
Okay, that's a good start. That's the weakness. Now show how you're improving.
Right. So you'd add, however, I've learned that delegation is important for team efficiency. I've started using project management tools to assign tasks clearly and trust my team members' abilities. It's actually helped us get more done and with better results.
That's a brilliant answer. It shows you recognize a problem, you took steps to fix it, and it even had a positive outcome. You've turned a negative question into a positive story about growth.
Exactly. It's all about the framing. Okay, so we've covered tell me about yourself and strengths and weaknesses. What's next on our list of common questions?
I think a huge one is, why do you want this job? Or its cousin, why do you want to work for our company?
And the worst possible answer is, because I need money.
Yes, even if it's true, what the interviewer really wants to know is, why us? Out of all the jobs and all the companies in the world, why did you choose to apply here?
This question requires a little bit of homework. You need to do some research on the company before the interview. Just spend, 10 or 15 minutes on their website.
Yes, find something specific you like about them. Maybe you admire their company values, or a recent project they did, or their reputation in the industry. Your answer should have two parts.
Okay, what are the two parts?
Part 1 is showing your enthusiasm for the company. Part 2 is connecting your own skills to the specific role. So you're showing you like them, and you're showing how you can help them.
That makes sense. It shows you're a good fit for both the company culture and the job itself. Can you give us an example?
I've been following your company for a while, and I really admire your commitment to using eco-friendly materials. That's something I'm personally passionate about. When I saw this position for graphic designer, I was so excited because I believe my skills in creating clean, modern designs would be a great match for your brand's aesthetic.
That's a great answer. It's genuine, it's specific, you mentioned their eco-friendly materials, and it connects your skills directly to what they do. It shows you didn't just randomly apply, you actually want to work there.
Exactly. A little bit of research goes a long, long way.
All right, so we're nearing the end of the interview. The hiring manager is finishing up their questions, and then they'll almost always turn the tables on you and ask the final, crucial question. You know, Ava, that leads us to another really common type of question that can trip people up if they aren't prepared. I'm talking about behavioral questions.
So, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, absolutely. These are the ones that start with phrases like, tell me about a time when, or describe a situation where. They're not asking what you would do, but what you did do.
And the answer to this question must always be
Yes!
always, always, always yes. Saying no, I don't have any questions can be interpreted as a lack of interest.
For sure. The interview isn't just about them testing you, it's also about you deciding if this is a place you want to work. Asking thoughtful questions is a sign of engagement and intelligence. You should prepare 2 or 3 questions in advance.
And we're not talking about questions about salary or vacation days, at least not in the first interview. Focus on questions about the role, the team, or the company culture.
Right. A great simple one is, what does a typical day look like in this role? It shows you're trying to imagine yourself already doing the job.
Another good one is, how would you describe the team I would be working with? This shows you care about collaboration and fitting in with the company culture.
Ooh, I like this one. What are the biggest challenges someone in this position would face? It shows you're thinking realistically and you're not afraid of a challenge.
And you can even ask a question about the interviewer. Something simple like, what do you enjoy most about working here? People often like to talk about their own positive experiences.
That's a great tip. It helps build a bit of a personal connection. So having a couple of those questions ready in your back pocket is the perfect way to end the interview on a strong, confident note.
Absolutely. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We really have. Let's do a quick recap. For tell me about yourself, use the present, past, future formula.
For strengths, pick a relevant skill and back it up with a specific example.
For weaknesses, choose a real but minor one and explain how you're actively working to improve it.
When asked why you want the job, show that you've done your research on the company and connect your skills to the role.
And finally, always have a few thoughtful questions ready to ask them at the end.
The biggest takeaway here, I think, is preparation. None of these answers need to be complicated, but spending a little time thinking about them beforehand will make you feel so much more relaxed and confident.
I completely agree. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We hope this has been helpful for anyone out there preparing for a job interview in English.
Remember, you can do it. Thank you for tuning in to English Conversation Hub. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Ava. We'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.